we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. We know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
These have been a huge hit. They're just like these little sticker pages. Bear, have you done the blue one before, or is that a new one to you? Yeah. Bear picked the blue one. They have different, like 6 different patterns or like sticker sets. Eloise did purple today. Is that a fun one? Is that your favorite one you've done? Because why?
There's a witch hat.
Oh yes. And did you put the spider on the top of the witch?
Mm-hmm.
It's hilarious.
Top of the hat.
We got one still sleeping. And then we've got other 2 in here. Ladies, working on your pumpkins?
Look at this.
That is hilarious. I can't tell which way's up and which way's down.
That way's up, that was down.
Okay.
It's got down lines. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
I told her it was marshmallows.
Oh,
The teeth were marshmallows.
they look like marshmallows.
I told her these teeth were marshmallows.
Oh, they look like it.
And these are marshmallows. Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
Mommy, it really was the other way. This really was the other way, but I turned it upside down to make it a smile.
Got these on Amazon. So these are the sheets, and I just get them a piece of paper, and they pick out which sheet they want to do, and each sheet has different faces and candy and stickers and stuff that you can put on the paper. And then if they want, they can like draw a scene around their pumpkin. So they're a lot of fun.
Oh my God.
Allie Sue's not waking up yet.
That is our car.
We need to drive it.
Yeah, we do need to drive it, don't we? We are on Amelia Island. Rachel and I had a date night last night. More of a, actually Aunt Laurie got us a couples massage gift card for Christmas last year, and we used it on August 30th. So it only took us 9 months. Anyway, so we did that, and then we had a happy hour at a brewery and left the car here, took an Uber home. So we're back here to, whoa, you hear all that screaming? So we're back here to pick up the car, and there's an awesome park here that we have to hit up.
We discovered this playground when I did homeschool at the beach one day, and we drove by this, and I was like, oh, we definitely need to go there. Like, we didn't have a lot of time because it was lunchtime when we left the beach, so we stopped here for like, I don't know, 20 minutes and played. But I've been wanting to come back to it, so this was a perfect opportunity to come back and play.
A significant light, just where it was needed. Gleaming black as night.
This, Mommy.
I think that's an antelope.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. What other animals do you see?
What? That's an animal.
So Allie Sue had a fall at the playground today, and she won't put weight on her leg, so we're just at the hospital getting it checked out, making sure it's not broken. Poor girl.
Right there.
Right there? You want that whole stack of animals right there? Okay. Whatever you say. It is chaos around here. It's Monday, Labor Day. This has been just like the wildest string of events that I've ever encountered like this weekend. And that is saying something because I feel like our lives are always, I think it's just like the way we must attract the chaos. But yeah, just like the swing of emotions from Thursday to today has been mind-blowing. Like while we're navigating our first broken bone, and not just a broken bone, like a broken bone in a 2-year-old that is non-weight bearing now.
I was gonna say, what do you mean that? What else?
Like, I can't imagine a worse age
Oh yeah. No.
to have a broken bone. It's not like a 6-year-old that fell at the playground and broke his arm. It is a non-weight bearing 2-year-old, an active, wild 2-year-old, which explains the broken bone, kind of, but it's like, this has been the most stressful, like, parenting couple of days of my entire
I feel like
parenting.
you're doing better with this than you did with like the
I'm
flu or COVID.
completely emotionally shut down right now. I have to just like, I'm not allowing myself to feel anything. And if I do, I like almost hyperventilate. So I'm like reading my book a lot because that's making me feel like I'm not even part of my own life, which is probably not a great coping mechanism. This has been insane for me. And not only that, but like we just got incredibly huge news that we're moving in less than a year. So like the day before all of this stuff went down, we reached out to our real estate agent, the one that helped us get this house, just to like give her a heads up that we're probably going to be selling in the spring. And I would rather have 8 months, like if she sees anything that we should do to this house to help it sell, I would rather have 8 months to do that slowly than just be like a mad rush at the end, you know?
Which is what we usually do.
The mad rush. I don't want to do that. And I'm a little worried because I think the price point of this house is like struggling a little bit in the market. So I don't know what kind of value we added with the apartment above the garage, but like getting an appraisal would probably be helpful, and just like knowing where we fall and how the market is for that. So anyway, I'd rather like get ahead of that. So anyway, she's scheduled to come tomorrow to do like a walkthrough, her and her associate. And now we have a 2-year-old that like literally can't stand up on her own, can't walk around, is in pain, which is like the worst part of the whole thing. Like she's not splinted very well, and so maybe I should back up. We should like tell the story.
Right. Did you just jump into?
I did.
We have a broken bone.
I think I word vomited a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, I think I said that we had a broken bone when we were in the ER, but I just like, they were in and out a lot, and it was like, there wasn't a lot of downtime when we were,
really?
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, so I think they were wanting to make sure she wasn't injured elsewhere, so they were doing like a lot to make sure that she wasn't.
Yeah, like hit her head.
Yeah, hit her head or like broken arm, and she was holding her lilacs over her mouth a lot, and they were like, does she normally cover her mouth? And I'm like, yes, she sniffs her lilacs all the time. So they were like wanting to see her tongue and like inside her mouth to make sure there was nothing else. And then they wanted me to describe the fall over and over again.
Did she do well with them like looking in her mouth?
Yeah, they just said, can I see, well first they wanted her to just open her mouth and she wouldn't do it. And then they were like, can I see your tongue? And then she was like, so, but they wanted me to describe the fall, and I kept like kind of saying what you told me. And then finally I was just like, I didn't see it. I don't even know. Like I'm pretty sure he said she just like fell on her feet and then butt. And
exactly. So Rachel and I were both sitting down, and like the babies had followed Berend Lyndle and Eloise up like this little tower.
At the playground.
And the tower had like probably like...
Not just a tower.
Yeah, a tower at the playground. So the tower had like probably like, I don't know, a foot and a half gap to where you climb up to the next level. And like, so I saw this, so I stood up and I ran over to like be there to spot Allie Sue. And then she like made it, and it was probably like right at my head. And she had made it up there, and like I like looked at Ada because she was climbing as well. And then out of my peripheral, I see Allie Sue fall, and I like go to catch her, but it was too late, and she landed on her feet on the ground, and like immediately like started crying. and like saying her knee hurt. She's like, my knee.
Mm-hmm.
And so we thought like maybe she like dislocated her knee or had a broken knee.
I didn't.
I did.
I didn't see any of it. Well, I mean, I heard her cry and I immediately came over, and then I was holding Allie Sue, and then I just like, I knew right away something was wrong. Mm-hmm. Like you didn't believe me and like didn't want to do anything, but
well,
she
I
went
just wanted to wait. I didn't want to like rush to the ER.
I wanted to rush to the ER. Just,
right.
like I knew her cheeks had been red because she was playing and it was hot, and she was like white after this happened. Her lips were white. She was like, it was hot, and so she had been a little bit sweaty, but she was like sweating profusely, and her face was like white as a ghost. Mm-hmm. And then at one point, like I was holding her, and then at one point we were getting ready to head to the car, and she had stopped crying at that point, but I tried to set her down and she like would not let me set her down. And that's when I was like, okay, there's definitely something going on. But stupidly, we got in the car, came all the way home, even though we were like 10 minutes, and we had 2 cars. Like I should have just taken her right then to the ER, but it worked out fine. Like,
I mean, it was only what, an hour delay probably?
Probably, or I don't know, maybe a little bit more, but that was like longer that she was hurting. So one more time when we got home, I got her out of the car and tried to set her down, and she like refused to put any weight on it. So at that point I texted Brad because he was behind us a little bit. He picked up dinner, and I was like, we are going to the ER. We have to go to the ER. And at this point it was like 6:30.
Yeah, probably 6:30.
6:30-ish. So, and it probably happened at like 4:30 or 5. So anyway, took her to the ER. They got us right in. Like this is the second time we've been to this ER with Allie Sue, and they got us right in. And so that was great. It wasn't busy at all. And then they just did like a couple of things. They tried to have, like they had her kick with her right leg and then try to kick with her left leg, which is the one that's broken, and she wouldn't do it with her left, but she would kick with the right. So they were like, okay. And then they felt around on it, and they started at the top of her leg and went all the way down, and then right when they got to like the bottom of her calf muscle area, then she like winced and pulled her leg back. So they were pretty sure like they had like an idea of where the break was, if it was. So then they did x-rays, and then pretty much, oh well, I guess it was like an hour. I think we maybe waited the longest after the x-rays for them to come back in, and she's like, yep, it's broken, but it's an incomplete fracture. She didn't say anything about it being a buckle fracture, which is...
She probably not. She might not know.
She may not know. Just super unfortunately though, it happened on Saturday of Labor Day weekend. So like ortho follow-up won't happen until tomorrow. And they did the splint in the ER, which was fine. It was okay, but like it was pretty loose. And so after that first night, it had already started coming unwrapped like the next morning. So I rewrapped it. Like we have no other options. When I had to rewrap it, that's when we called, there's another children's ER in Jacksonville that we called just to be like, would you guys have handled this any differently? Like, would you have got an ortho person in right away to see her, like on call or whatever? And they said, no, we would have done a splint just like they did at the other ER, and then waited until ortho was open. So today's Monday afternoon, so it's been 2 days, almost 2 days now, and I feel like today's gone better than yesterday with her, don't you think?
Yeah, and I don't, if she was in a cast, I can't imagine the past 2 days would be any different than what they were.
I do.
Really,
I think it would have
so?
been better. Well, I think the first day, just the splint is not very sturdy. It was completely on the side of her leg after she slept, so
Yeah,
I feel like it would have been, immobilized better. And any like movement that she has right now is probably hurting. So I think she would, her pain level would be lower if she had like a proper cast. For one, that's only one benefit of a proper cast. The second would be that I would trust her a lot more to be able to move around on her own. So like,
even with a fresh broken bone.
if it's immobilized properly and she's able to like scoot on the ground, I'm not gonna be like encouraging her to do that, but I think that she would be able to a lot better without moving her leg.
Yeah.
With this like makeshift splint thing. So
What did you say right as the camera died?
then I'm gonna feel a lot better when she's in a hard cast.
Okay. So the plan for tomorrow is...
Get there as soon as they open and literally knock on the door.
Where are you going?
Jacksonville. I mean, it's just the place that the ER told me to follow up, like call this week sometime.
Okay, yeah.
And instead of calling, like waiting till they open, calling, I'm just gonna go.
You should go in and like start crying.
Good idea. It's been so hard.
We went to the
I mean,
ER.
I won't be a stretch for me to just start crying.
They didn't even give us pain meds.
No. I mean, not that they would at her age. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I mean, this afternoon, so we haven't spoken since, not you and I, but we haven't spoken to the vlog
Brad and I haven't spoken to each other in
since nap time.
Right. No.
But she didn't cry out of pain at all this afternoon.
Yeah, she gets a little fussy. She was getting like we're alternating every 3 hours. The Tylenol and the ibuprofen, which like you're only supposed to do that for 24 hours at her age. And so we're like past that now. And just this afternoon she got to where like you wouldn't know when it was right at 3 hours.
Right.
So
yeah, we didn't have to stretch her.
Hopefully that means, I know babies heal very quickly. Hopefully that means it's already not hurting her as much.
Right.
And hopefully they don't have to like do anything to it before they put it in the cast.
Yeah, like
Reset it or
yeah.
I don't know. I just
based on the X-rays, it doesn't need to be like reset.
I don't know anything about buckle fractures, so I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it's like literally buckled. Like you can see, it's not lined up. That's what I'm worried about. Because it's not like a fracture where it's like a little break in the bone. It's like offset.
Yeah, we shall see. I wonder if they'll do like a CT scan or...
I don't know. I don't think it looks like it's near the growth plate. According to like, we have a friend that's a podiatrist who looked at the x-rays and said the fact that you can't see it on any of the other angles and it's like high up enough that it doesn't look like it's into the growth plate. Is that what the CT scan would show?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
Well, hopefully we'll know a lot more tomorrow.
Yeah.
And just like have a plan and have like a kind of an end goal. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, is it going to be 8 weeks? Is it going to be 4 weeks? Is it going to be 6 weeks?
Right.
Recheck it at 4? Like, who knows?
Yeah.
I don't know what to expect. Is it cast going to be up to her hip?
Oh, that's gonna really stink.
Literally.
Yeah. How do you take a bath?
But she already, like this afternoon, that I guess tells us that she's feeling better. She was already trying to like, not crawl, well kind of crawl around on the floor.
Right. She was trying to play like a doggy.
Stuff like that. When she's in a hard cast, I'm going to feel a lot more comfortable with her doing that because like right now, the top of her leg is just got like gauze and wrap. So if it gets bumped here, she's going to feel every bit of that. You know what I
Right.
mean? If she's in a hard cast, it's much more protected. And
Are they gonna leave her toes out? I hope so. I miss them.
I know. Luckily, she has some on the other foot.
Yeah.
Little piggies.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna make some ice cream. This is on sale for Labor Day. This won't be posted in time, but
I think I linked it on today's vlog and it
Okay.
wasn't on sale anymore.
it is. I just checked it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
That's weird.
it's on sale for like $149.
I was gonna say because it was $1.99 today when I linked it. Hopefully it's $1.49 when they click on it.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
checked it.
Okay.
Now I'm second guessing myself. Yeah, $149.
Oh, that's because I had it on. I linked it on Amazon, not on Walmart.
Change it.
Okay.